What is up, Chiefs Kingdom? We are back. Happy Monday. I'm Hayley Lewis, and this is Chiefs News Daily. We are kicking off Phase 3 of the offseason today. Well, some players recover from this past weekend, some from fun, others from, well, a little bit of trouble. We're going to all break it down. There's a lot going on, and we're going to dive right into it. As always, first, make sure you like and subscribe right here on the KCSN YouTube channel, and let's dive into it. Phase 3 in off-season training starts today for the Kansas City Chiefs. Chiefs beat reporter Matt McMullen shares this on Twitter. The Chiefs kick off Phase 3 of the off-season training program today, which includes voluntary organized team activities, or OTAs. These aren't padded practices and no live contact is allowed, but it's the first time since Super Bowl 58 the Chiefs can run 11-on-11 drills. The Chiefs are one of 21 teams around the league who are progressing today in their voluntary off-season work, which will run over the course of the next 4 weeks. The NFL further described Phase 3, saying teams may conduct a total of 10 days of organized team practice activity, with a maximum of 3 OTAs each week for the first 2 weeks, and a maximum of 4 OTAs for the third and fourth week. In addition to 11-on-11 drills, teams are permitted to run 7-on-7, 9-on-7 drills as well, further reiterating no live contact until training camp. Players are not allowed to wear pads except protective knee and elbow pads. Helmets, of course, are permitted. Jordan Foote with Sports Illustrated explains why OTAs are so essential for the reigning champs' off-season regimen. The Chiefs could run full team drills and get the most out of their on-field workouts. It's a good time for draft picks and undrafted free agents to advance after rookie minicamp, as well as an opportunity for veterans to get back in the swing of things. For the Chiefs, their first OTA session will run from today till the 22nd. Andy Reid's club will be back for a second stretch May 28th through the 30th, and then a final one on June 4th running through the 7th. After that, a mandatory minicamp is running from June 11th till the 13th. Under Article 22 of the Collective Bargaining Agreement, each club gets 1 mandatory veteran minicamp during Phase 3 of the offseason. Fines for missing in 2023 were $16,459 for the first day, $32,920 for day 2, and $49,374 for the final day. Now, the end of that typically represents the last development until training camp in July. Now, one player who will be in attendance for OTAs is wide receiver Rashee Rice. Adam Schefter actually confirmed this news just this morning, tweeting out that Rice will be in attendance. He said, with the Chiefs kicking off their organized team activities today, wide receiver Rashee Rice will be in attendance, participating in all activities per source. Now, Kansas City fans are still anxiously awaiting a possible suspension for Rice after his involvement in a multi-vehicle car crash in Dallas over the Easter weekend and the latest alleged assault on a photographer. All right, let's talk about roster changes. Ahead of OTAs, the Chiefs have released 26-year-old running back La'Mical Perine from the 90-man offseason roster. Now, Charles Goldman from A to Z Sports breaks down the move. He said Perine finished the 2023 season as the number 3 running back on the last year's depth chart, behind Isaiah Pacheco and Clyde Edwards-Helaire while Jerick McKinnon was injured. Now, with voluntary offseason workouts set to begin today, it's clear that the depth behind Pacheco and Edwards-Helaire is as wide open as ever before for Kansas City. General Manager Brett Veach previously spoke about the potential battle at running back coming this season, saying, from a talent perspective, as you mentioned, Imani Bailey and Carson Steele, we brought in, and then last year, Deneric Prince and Keontae Ingram. All of those guys have talent and the ability to play in this league. This is Veach saying this. Now it's just a matter of who can put together a solid training camp and earn the position. Here is a look at the Chiefs' latest transactions in May. Most recently, the club signed wide receiver Jaron Hayek and waived wide receiver Reggie Brown on May 7th. But now, with one free roster position opening up by Perine's exit, we can expect to see a corresponding roster move coming here soon. For some, this past weekend was filled with festivities and fun, and for others, not so much. 2 Chiefs players caught on the wrong side of the state line. ESPN NFL insider Adam Schefter sharing on Twitter, Chiefs offensive linemen Wanya Morris and Chukwu Ubika Godrick were arrested Thursday night in Johnson County, Kansas on a misdemeanor possession of marijuana. ESPN continued to share that both were booked into jail and released Friday after posting a $2,500 bond. The Chiefs said they were aware of the arrest but had no further comment. Morris was the Chiefs' 3rd-round draft pick in 2023. He started 4 games at left tackle as a rookie in place of the injured Donovan Smith. Now, the Chiefs have said that Morris would compete for the starting left tackle position this season alongside rookie Kingsley Suamataia, a 2nd-round draft pick. Now, Godrick joined the Chiefs last season as their designated international pathway player. He spent all season on the practice squad. No time like the offseason for a party, right? This past Saturday, Travis Kelce hosted the second annual Kelce Jam out in Bonner Springs, Kansas. Football meets festival. No better pairing since Kelce met T Swift, right? The show was headlined by Lil Wayne, 2 Chainz, and Diplo. Even QB1 made an appearance, Patrick Mahomes showing up as the surprise guest to get the crowd hyped about the upcoming season. George Karlaftis, Trent McDuffie, Trey Smith, Cornell Powell, and former Chiefs Tommy Thompson, as well as Garrett Dieter, were spotted in attendance. Now, on the red carpet before the party kicked off, Kelce shared how excited he is to be here in Kansas City.
Trav, for your fans that have followed you from the Loft Boys to now you're one of the biggest names,
The Loft Boys?
one of the biggest names in the world. How much do you enjoy in life right now?
Dude, it's I'm just so grateful that I get to do things like this, have opportunities where people come out and support not only me but the entire city. As you know, we have a whole bunch of food sponsors back there, and we just try and showcase Kansas City in a way that can give them some excitement outside of football season. So,
Do you realize how loved you are by this city? Is that sinking in?
I'll tell you what, man, I've realized that, and I'm just so appreciative and so grateful that I landed here in Kansas City. It's a very heartwarming city, and everything that I've done from my foundation adventures to the business adventures and just doing stuff like this, trying to have fun with KC, they've showed up and showed out every single time, and I just love them for it.
Hopefully we get the inside scoop and the full rundown at the party later this week on the New Heights show. Over 20,000 fans ushered in the night, ending with the Lombardi Trophy being raised up in the air as the crowd chanted for a three-peat.
What's next on your bucket list? I mean, you're such a dreamer.
Winning another Super Bowl, I guess. That's the only thing I got on my mind in the future. I'm working hard in the offseason right now for it, and I think it's just it's something I owe to this city, this organization, for kind of counting me in for the next 2 years and just giving me opportunities to keep playing this game that I love.
I'm ready for the 4th ring. I'm ready. Let's go. Chiefs Super Bowl and Swift halftime show. That's what we need. Come on, give it to us.
I'll work on my part.
Thank you.
Chiefs third-year player Trent McDuffie named Pro Football Focus's top 25 under 25. Now, PFF ranks the top 25 players under 25 entering the 2024 NFL season, and McDuffie finds himself landing at number 10. PFF writes, after starting his career as an outside cornerback, McDuffie moved inside toward the second half of his rookie season and played mostly in the slot in his second season with the Chiefs, who had more than 2 cornerbacks on the field. This move aligned with McDuffie becoming one of the best cornerbacks in the league and one of the most versatile players at the position. The 16 total pressures in 2023 led all cornerbacks by a wide margin, and he gave up just 9 receiving yards on 7 targets in the Super Bowl. McDuffie enters his 3rd season with the Chiefs this coming fall after being drafted by Kansas City as a first-round pick, number 21 overall in the 2022 draft. McDuffie is currently tied for second most sacks by a quarterback in NFL history in a player's first 2 seasons at 4. He's tied for the 3rd most sacks by a cornerback in Chiefs history and holds the Chiefs record for most sacks by a cornerback in the player's first 2 seasons, that being 4. He has also recorded 10 quarterback pressures in his first 2 seasons, the second most in NFL history for a defensive back, and in 2023, the former Washington Husky earned first-team AP All-Pro honors. All right, let's head over to social media to check in on the latest. ESPN's Africa shared this tweet today saying that Chiefs defensive lineman Derrick Nnadi has sponsored the adoption of more than 500 dogs in the past 4 years. Many of these dogs did or could have fallen into the at-risk category, meaning they were candidates for euthanasia. The defensive tackle is going to start his 7th season with the Chiefs this fall after recently being extended by the club this past March. All right, folks, that does it for another episode of Chiefs News Daily. Remember, join us on that LLC, our Loyal Listeners Club. It's a great place to chat, interact with other fans, and as always, show us some love on this episode. Make sure you like and subscribe right here on the KCSN YouTube channel. Have a great rest of your Monday, and we will see you right back here tomorrow.